We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to air one out, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to wind up in there. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. They give him a gain of 37. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Mayfield under a heavy Dee Ford. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The pass rush specialist, Dee Ford, in on the stop.
Detroit! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Mayfield. one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He is going to wind up losing yardage here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you will without a doubt. And so far today, he's
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, it's Hunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On first and 10, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Detroit!
Mayfield down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky pass.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Mahomes to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Not that time for Watkins. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is brought in at the 21. Hill shedding the tackle. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On second down, Mayfield again. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's
a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mayfield on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue 45, Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll run again with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 41 yards.
Left, 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 left.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Keeps himself upright. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
yeah.
Because you're exactly right.
I like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second down, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of 4. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defense
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. They'll run. This is Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. This is Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Chiefs, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.